Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. I'm going to go into the dark over here so I can get my phone holder so I don't have to hold the phone the entire time while I'm doing a video. I should really have this before I start, but hey, hey, I'm working on the professionalism, okay? I'm working on it. But yeah, where am I going to set this up at? Here, I'll set up here. Maybe this will be a good place for it. Is this a good place? It looks like it might be. No, maybe not. That's kind of a weird angle, isn't it? You just hold it like this. Is that gonna work? Kind of works. Is that a? It's kind of a selfie stick. Not really. Let me go in the bedroom. I'll go in the bedroom. It was a pretty good thing yesterday when I did it, but it's kind of a topical video today that I'm going to be talking about. So I'll do it in here. And there we go. All right, so there we go. So let's talk about reality shows. And this is the question that I posed today for the video. And the question that I pose is, what do I think about reality shows? What effect do they have on television? And we've kind of seen how it has affected television, because a lot of stuff is kind of reality TV-esque, but some of it's not. And do you consider certain shows reality shows? Here's some good examples. The Real World, it used to be on MTV. That was a reality show. Now, if we move to present day, Big Brother is a reality show, kind of slash with a game show. So now it kind of moves into, well, what else is considered reality shows? And to me, stuff like Ice Road Truckers is kind of a reality kind of show, because it shows people doing their actual jobs and just turned up a notch. Is it probably a little bit fake and set up to where they do stuff to kind of make you tune in for the next few minutes of the show? Yeah, they stage a little bit. Same with American Pickers and things like that. American Pickers, I don't know what's all staged. I'm sure they just set up shots, and some of the things may not even happen on the same day. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure, but it seems like sometimes that seems like the case. They do cut and paste a lot, I think, on that show. Same thing with Pawn Stars. Like, if there was actually like a pawn shop show, and I don't know, they would probably have to cut out some stuff. But legitimately, if they had a show, basically just the best things that they got in, it would be basically the same stuff that would be on the show. Um, but real life negotiations and things like that, which I don't think that that's completely true, how they negotiate, because they always get somebody in and everything like that. It's like, do you really call somebody in every single time? Because I know pawn shops that probably wouldn't do that. They'd be like, okay, this is what he's telling me. If this is real, it's worth this. If it isn't, it's this. And if they told him, hey, this card is worth $500, but if it's not, then it's only worth about 20. More likely, the person's going to say, so I can give you $20 for it, but that's all I'm going to give you. The pawn shop's probably going to do that. I've been in pawn shops a lot, and the Pawn Stars thing is kind of, misleading like that. But anyway, that's not the whole point of the story. The whole point of the story is reality TV. What do I think of it? What do I think the effect is on TV today? Do I like reality TV shows? What is the question I'm trying to ask myself? I know it has something to do with reality TV that I wanted to talk about, but I do think the question is reality TV affecting your television? And I think it is, because a lot of shows, and I think a really good example is Treehouse Masters. I think that's what it's called. Um, I think it's kind of a little bit mixture of reality, and it's a popular show, but it's done right with a little bit of added stuff in to make it really, really cool. But still, I think it's still a reality show My foot was itching. I had to do a dance. Um, but hold on a second. Thought somebody was here for a second. Hold on, I had to look. All right. So, but the other thing that I also think about another show is re-yelling. Another thing is pit bulls and parolees, and this is kind of an interesting show because they do kind of jump, and I'm sure they cut and paste whatever on this show. I mean, I think there was a chunk of time that they take, like in this time frame, what happened, and if nothing really happens in that time frame, they probably take like one little bit and combine it with like 2 weeks later. Um, it seems like that, but it's done well. And the reason why it's done well is because the characters on the show is, popular, they're energetic, or they're, whatever. And there's tons of reality shows out there. Um, and the funny thing about that though is that there's a lot of people on YouTube that do some of the stuff that's on reality TV. We watch it. We watch it on YouTube. So if their problem is that people might not watch if it's boring, that's not the fact. We would still watch it if it was something like YouTube, but it was on TV. Good example is Global Voodoo. He talks about which sometimes I don't agree with his practices and things like that. And I will never talk about somebody negative in a light unless they are completely negative, which I've talked about Joe Cronin a lot of times, having to do with his wrestling stuff. And JD from New York, whatever the number is after his name, I talk about them quite a bit because they are so negative about the product. And I understand that they're criticizing the product, but it is. But their Global Voodoo criticizes FBA and some things you should and should not do on eBay or whatever like that. The eBay stuff don't bother me, and I don't really care about it because I can't do that, so it doesn't affect me. But FBA stuff, he says, hey, shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. And some stuff I think he's completely wrong about. But, we all have our own opinions, and no matter what his opinion is, it would be something that somebody would watch on television. But seeing how this would affect television, you've seen a lot of sitcoms kind of go away. Now, recently, sitcoms are kind of coming back. We've got a few more. A couple years ago, I think it's been like actually 3 or 4 years ago, Fresh Off the Boat came. And this was after Big Bang Theory came, and it's having a huge success. They're trying other shows out. And, Big Bang Theory probably wasn't the one that came back. But I think there was a few shows that came about and they failed, but there was something that people said they liked about it or something like that. And I'm kind of talking out my ass, but sitcoms kind of started to come back into the main fray. And I think they have. But now a lot of drama type shows is also starting to pick up steam and come back on TV. But every time one gets popular, it gets like over the top popular and people continue like ravenously following a TV show. Good example would be Breaking Bad. It's over. It's gone. Sons of Anarchy. It had its run. Now it's gone. The show person that was running the show ended it. Same thing with Breaking Bad. They ended it. Breaking Bad's a good thing, probably, because people are just stupid and they want to make meth now. This is stupid. But Sons of Anarchy, I don't know why the show ended, and I'm still mad about that. But that show ended. So you have all these shows these drama shows, like one shot, they come on and they run for an entire long time. And that's why I think The Walking Dead may end soon, because we haven't had a show in recent years or in recent time that's gone for a long time and continued to go past the 10th season, being kind of like a drama thing. And I mean, I don't want to talk about ER and Great, because that's an easy way out. I honestly think that those shows are easier to continue to go, because there's always medical issues you can go into, or you can, go back and have, weird accidents that somebody might have in a fake life environment. And, those are kind of easy, I think, to make shows about. The characters are, as long as the characters are interesting and they're not boring. They can continue to go. You've seen it rehashed millions and millions of times. Now there. I think Chicago. I don't know if Chicago's still going. Chicago MD or whatever the hell it's called. I know it's like Chicago Fire and PD and whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But they started those shows, and I don't know if any of those are still what all still going of all those shows. I don't watch them. I don't watch a lot of TV because I only pick my shows and I watch them. I know my wife was watching some of those for a while, but now she's kind of got off too. So I introduced her to YouTube. So anyway, with that being said, like I said, the dramas, there'll be a few, and then they'll go, and then they'll just run the course, and the person will get tired of doing the show, and the show will win. And there's a few other shows that the networks like to play games with, and they move them around. And, then people get tired of playing the cat and mouse game with the channels. And on the other side of this, of reality TV going on, YouTube is doing this thing, and cable companies are having problems trying to keep people watching cable TV and not go to streaming devices. And the problem with this is that it all comes from reality TV, in my opinion, because reality TV has taken over so much of cable that half the channels have turned into that. And some things are just, you don't want to see them anymore. There's always something on every channel that's reality based, that's about some family that has a bunch of kids, or they have one kid and they're a family, and one of them is a celebrity, and there's so many of those. And then you go to another one where they're a little person or a dwarf, and they have a family, or they show how they get to work, and then you have programs that I want to get something medically done to me, or there's animals, and we're gonna fix the sick animals. There's so much crap like that. And what some of them are interesting, and yes, some of them I would watch, but when they start going and every single channel has their own version of that, it gets a little stupid. And people tend to go, okay, I'm done. I don't want to waste my money on this because every channel is almost the same and they always have something that's kind of like the other channel. So what's the point of having cable? And I know what everyone's going to say is, well, some people like the shows. But the thing about, and this is not about the streaming and it's not about the cable, and I'm not going to go into that right now, but that kind of plays into it, that reality TV is affecting our television, is because it's reaching into every single channel on your TV. Nickelodeon may be one of the ones that's really, but even Nickelodeon, back when Real World came out, I don't think there was anything like Hannah Montana and things like that. And I don't know if they liked the way the video was shot and they figured out what camera they're using or something, but all their TV shows and their sitcoms now, they look very, very like they just shot it. And there's no movie magic, there's no polishing to it. It looks worse than a sitcom that would air on NBC. I don't know how else they could do that. Like, it really looks like a reality show in my opinion. And I know they did it in the past with like Chris Explains It All and stuff like that, but it seems more glowy now, and it seems more that like some aspects of reality TV may have affected their change of how it looks now. Kind of more of a cheesy, I don't know, I guess they've always been like that, but I don't know. For me, it kind of has that reality TV feel to it. But it's one of the channels less affected, I think, by the reality TV. Even VH1 got, stuff affected. And, it affected MTV in a big way in the fact that the videos kind of went away. They show music videos every once in a while. But for the most part, it got taken over by, I'm yawning. I always yawn in my videos. I don't know why. I'm constantly tired. Anyways, but yeah, MTV completely got taken over by reality TV. And Primetime had that problem for a while. And now they're kind of stepping back. And American Idol went away for a while. The Voice came back in and kind of jump-started that whole thing. And now it seems like American Idol's coming back. So I don't know. I think they want to get rid of reality TV in prime time for the most part because you see it slowly going away. But as soon as they do, something else comes in that people want to watch. Like America's Got Talent is super awesome, but they keep switching the judges and everything like that. I think trying to make people not watch it because people are going to get tired of switching around judges, and it's kind of annoying to me. Like they take certain people off. Like they took Howard Stern off after I think one or two seasons, and it's like he was the reason to watch it. And Howie Mandel, and I don't know who's on there now. I lost track. And American Idol is the same way. Like I don't want to watch it. If Simon's not on there, there's no point in watching it. Why are you watching it? Simon's not going to be on there because I heard Simon's not even on there. Wasn't even on there like the last season it was on. So it's like there's no point in watching it then. And The Voice, I like The Voice. It's just on. It's on Mondays. It's on the same night as wrestling. And I work usually, and my wife had different shows on, so that can't get recorded. So kind of a dilemma there. So it's hard to watch it. So that's another problem too. Is that some of the more popular reality shows they'll put on against other things that you like, so you can't watch them. So all that time that they're wasting with the good shows being against other shows, which I'll be honest, there's really nothing else on besides the wrestling and The Voice. Would be on Monday nights, and Tuesday nights for the result show. But wrestling's on both those days, and somebody that's not a wrestling fan could probably watch it and get away with it. But there's other shows on TV too. But I do think reality TV has affected television. Let me know what you think down below. What do you think it has affected? Because I think there's more than what we can. I think that's one of the reasons why we like YouTube so much, is because we kind of got introduced to reality TV through television, through cable, and then when YouTube came around, people were like, "Hey, this is kind of like that one show on TV," and it wasn't, but it was like real people, on the screen that you can watch. And you can literally watch it on your TV now. I do it every day. I watch YouTube a lot. I consume so much YouTube time, very little TV time. I watch wrestling, and that's about it. And most of my wrestling I watch is not even on cable. It's on the network. I watch pay-per-views. I watch NXT. I watch 205 Live. That's all on the network. I watch Raw and SmackDown, which is a 3-hour show and a 2-hour show. And sometimes I don't even watch the SmackDown one because it matters if it's good or not. If I watch it. So, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about reality TV, the shows. What kind of shows do you watch of reality TV? And how do you think it's affected your television? Because I think it has, like I said, I think it has. And it goes back 10, 15 years ago when it kind of first came in. And I don't even really know what was the first reality show. Was it The Real World? Or was it something else? I don't really know. Maybe I should look that up. But I don't. I don't really do that stuff. Okay? Okay. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. You know how YouTube works. You've been here before. I've always said this. If I am your first YouTube video that you just randomly wanted to look up reality TV on your first outing out on YouTube, and you came up and I'm your first video, say I am the man down below. But I guarantee I'm not the first one you're going to watch if you turn on YouTube first time. So, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Keep rocking and keep on watching cable TV. Unless you're out of it. You're streaming now. Keep rocking.